Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Lucas, and we're going to do a 55-minute vinyasa flow. We're going to start with some warm-up movements and go into some sun salutation variations. And we're going to begin with just some seated meditation to drop into the body and to prepare for our yoga practice. So roll out your mat, have some water nearby, maybe sit on a block. Find your seat with a nice tall and relaxed spine and begin to watch your breath. Relaxing down the shoulders and the hips. And following the inhale and the exhale. And let's sit for just another minute. Take 5 more breaths to slow it down and really notice the rise and fall with the breath. And I invite you to set an intention, just an energy to move through and towards with our practice. So good health, focus, flexibility. Breathing in through the nose, breathe that in. And exhale, letting it go. Breathing in through the nose. And smooth exhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to come forward. So take a breath in. And with an exhale, let's shift forward to a child's pose. You can take that block towards the front of your mat. Take the knees wide, the big toes to touch. And soften the forehead down to the mat. Take a couple more breaths in here. And let's go ahead and shift it forward onto our bellies, onto the forearms. Gripping through the fingers here. The elbows are underneath of the shoulders or slightly forward. Just press the palms down, gaze up here for a couple more breaths. Good, and then go ahead and lower the chin, the nose, the forehead down to the mat. Reach your arms out to the side here. And then float the chest up. You can lift the knees, point the toes down in the mat. And then just lift one arm and then the next. Rocking side to side on the belly. And gaze towards the arm that you raise. Take a couple more. Good, and then plant the hands under the shoulders. Press back. Press up to a tabletop pose here. All right, let's take the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees under the hips. And let's take some intuitive movements. So move back and forth, side to side. Feeling into your wrists, into your hips, into your back. Notice where your body is craving some movement today and offering that up. And also notice if there's any areas of your body that are a little bit sore or tense, just being a little bit more careful with that. Now, from neutral, tuck your toes here. Press the palms down, grip through the fingers, and float the knees up. Draw your core in nice and tight. We're going to hold for 5. Good, for 3. And one more breath. Lower the knees, inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. And exhale to round the spine, press the mat away, tuck the chin. And inhaling forward to a cow pose. Really slow it down. Feel the spine through every breath. Exhale, pressing it back. And inhale, maybe you shift forward, point the chest forward. Exhaling to that Halloween cat shape. And take a couple more rounds with your breath. Moving at the pace and the rhythm that's the best for your body today and in this moment. Following your breath from end to end. Let's take one more round. And then take it to neutral here. Come on down to your forearms. Bring the elbows forward to eyes gaze distance. Here, so we're in grasshopper. Gripping down through the palms. All right, bring your right knee to the center of the mat. Reach that left foot up high so there's a nice arch from the heel down to the crown of the head. Good. Inhale to reach that foot up. Exhale to draw the knee in nice and smooth, sweeping it above the mat. And then taking it back up. Then drawing the knee in. Inhaling it, reaching it to the sky. Good. Come up onto your palms, straighten the arms. And step the left foot up in between the hands. However it gets there is great. Shift the hips forward. Maybe you come up to your fingertips, knuckles. Let's take the right hand to the mat. Maybe you take the right hand to a block. Reach the left hand to the sky. Good. Ground the hand. Let's straighten through the front leg here. Walk the hands back a bit. Curl these front toes up. Hanumanasana. Maybe you shift this back knee back, come to a full split. Good, and then shift it forward. Take that front knee back. Let's take high to low. Nice easy vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull the chest forward and up. And exhale, let's tuck the toes. Let's come to a down dog. Hug the chest towards the thighs. Expand through your shoulders. Drift the heels back for 3 breaths. Good, and let's lower the knees. Let's take the left knee to the center. Come on down to your forearms here. Take them to the eyes. Reach your right foot up high. Get that nice arch down the back leg. Feel the inversion down the whole back body. Then inhale to reach the foot. And exhale, sweep the knee into your midline. Inhale, reach it up. One more time, sweep it in. Good, reach it high. Come up onto your palms, straighten the arms. And sweep, step that right foot up to the top. Lean forward a bit, open up through the hips. Good, and left hand to the mat or a block. Take your right hand up to the sky. Long from palm to palm. Gazing up. Maybe this front knee rocks out to the side a bit. Breathing deeply. Good, and then frame the foot. Lean back here, straighten that front foot. Flex those toes up to you, Hanumanasana. Feeling the stretch in the quad and around the knee. Good, and then shifting it forward. And bring that knee back. All right, let's inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, peel the chest up. Float the chest, float the feet. And hold. Let's float the hands as well. Inhale and exhale, press the hands, press the feet, press the hips, peel the chest up. Exhale, lower down one cheek to the mat for a breath. Good, and again, float everything up. Float the feet, float the hands. Inhale, exhale, press the hands, press the feet, press the hips. Peel the chest up a bit. And lower the opposite cheek down to the mat. Taking a breath. Good. Now, bend your knees. Reach your hands back for your ankles or your feet. Draw the feet into your seat as you press your hips down. Feel that stretch through the quads. Maybe you kick into the feet and peel the chest up. Just as high as feels good for you. We're still warming up, really. All right, and then take your hands down under your chest. Press it back to a child's pose. Let's take a breath. Let's shift forward to a cobra. Tuck your toes and find a down dog. Let's pedal out our down dog here. Bend one knee and then the next. Take your time to really get that calf stretch. Let's come up onto our tippy toes. Inhale. And exhale, press the heels down, press the hips back, bend the knees, get a nice flat back. Again, inhale, grow the mountain peak high. And exhale, press it back, deep down dog. All right, beautiful. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float up to the top, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Let's hang here for a breath. Take the fingertips down to the mat, deeply in. And smoothly out. And then let's root to rise, roll up the spine, vertebrae at a time. You can even bounce a bit, stack them into place. Then sweep the arms. And bring the hands together and down to the heart. Let's take a cleansing breath in. And smooth sigh out. My camera's a little out of position. 1 second. I think that's a little bit better. All right, let's start with the right arm. Sweeping the right arm back. Tracing this full range of motion, you can lean back. Take the feet a bit wider too for a nice balancing stance. All right, so we're not just moving the arm, we're sort of taking the whole body, twisting a bit, inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's do once more. And let's switch directions. Again, inhaling up, gazing back as you take it forward. Really tracing that whole range of motion. Use the shoulder, drop the shoulder, raise the shoulder. Good, let's do one more. Now let's switch sides, take it over to the left side. Inhale it up and back. Exhale down. Feel this through the whole side body. Let's take two more. And let's switch directions. Big sweep of the arm. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's do it once more. Let's bring in both arms. So it's inhale, sweep them up, and exhale, sweep it back, kind of like a skier lunge. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, sweep it down in front of us. Good. Inhale, sweep it up the sides. Exhale, good ski lunge and sweep. Let's keep doing this. Inhale, take it up, and circle in front of us. Good. Inhale. Exhale, country slope skier. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it up, and sweep. Good. Inhale, take it up, and sweep it down, bend the knees, sweep. Inhale, straighten up, take it up. And exhale, sweep the circle. Inhale up and ski slope. Yes, inhale. And circle in front of us, relax the arms. Good. Inhale, nice and high. And exhale. Yes, inhale up. Exhale, nice and easy. And again, inhale to prepare. Bend the knees, sit the hips, sweep. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. And circle in front of us. Let's do one more. Inhale it up. Exhale, sweep. Good. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, circle the arms. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to hold. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep, and hold. Just take the arms up behind you. Step the feet apart here. Interlace the hands. Come to a bind. All right, pressing into the toes, relaxing through the head, neck for 2 breaths. Beautiful. Let's take the hands down to the mat. Shuffle to the front of the mat here. Step back to a plank pose. Let's hold plank for 3 breaths. Grip through the fingers nice and tight in the core. Nice straight line. Good. Let's lower to a halfway plank. Hug those elbows in. And then inhale, shift forward to an up dog. Maybe you take a cobra, pull the chest forward, lift the thighs. And exhale, press the hips back to a down dog. Let's circle the head here. Bending the knees, get the hips nice and high, and circle the other direction. Sway from side to side. Let's inhale forward to a plank pose. Let's exhale to a down dog. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale forward. And exhaling plank, or down dog. Twice more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And once more. Inhale forward. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float. Find a halfway lift. And a fold. And roots rise. Roll up the spine. And sweep the arms high. Keep the palms together. Take the hands behind the head. Drive the elbows up. Tuck the, draw the belly back. So you bring the chest forward and breathe. Let the arms come out to the side. Sweep the arms a bit. Bend the knees as you do. Get that momentum. Let that momentum rock the hands back and forth. Good. Inhaling and exhaling when you sweep. So inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Good. Let's do like 10 more. Coordinate the breath with the movement. Nice using the knees with every sweep. Inhale and exhale. Good for 3. And once more. Good. Let's come to a chair pose. And hold. Check out your big toes, feet nice and parallel. Inhale. Exhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Take a breath. Inhale to a chair pose. Get up onto your toes. Inhale, sit deeply. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Let's step the feet apart. Let's bend the knees. Let's really hang the torso here. You can take hold of opposite elbows. And shake the head, no problem. And then nod the head, yes please. Nod the torso. Good, and take the hands down to the mat. Step the legs back to a plank pose. Let's rock to our left side. So you can lower that left knee. Rock to a side plank on the left. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. All right, maybe you straighten the bottom leg. Let's rock over to the right side. Again, maybe you lower the knee. Maybe you keep it straight. Good, let's come to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's inhale the right foot up nice and high. And exhale, step that right foot forward. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Good. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Press it in. Spin the arms open to warrior 2. Using the leverage of the arm there to rise up. Now, again, the forearm to the thigh. Maybe the hand comes down to the mat. Reach this top arm overhead. Then we're going to windmill the arms back through warrior 2. Pause in warrior 2 for a moment here. Front knee towards your front ankles. Flip that front palm, reverse it. Back arm can slide down the back leg or wrap behind your back, reaching it up for a breath. And then again, come to a side angle. Now let's take this a bit more dancey, a bit more fluid, okay? So just alternate here. Inhale to reverse, and exhale to a side angle. Inhale to reverse. Do this in the way that feels good for you, feeling the support in the mat, Then exhaling to that side angle. Let's take 3 more. With your breath. Good, and then find that warrior 2. Turn your palms straight up. Inhale, straighten the leg, bring the hands together, clap overhead. And exhale back to the lunge, bending into that knee, keeping the knee over top of the ankle. Inhale, straighten and clap. And exhale to the lunge. Good, inhale, bring them up. And exhale to the lunge. Beautiful, one more time, clap it. Into the lunge. Beautiful, I'm gonna about face, just so you guys can see me. All right, now let's take the arms up, turn those front toes in. All right, and let's pinch the heels in and come to a goddess pose. So point the elbows out. All right, inhale, open through the chest space. Exhale, closing the book. Bring the forearms together, hugging the hips together. Good, inhale, open it up. And exhale, closing the book, like night and day. We inhale to the rising sun. We exhale for the night, for the moon. All right, 2 more. Inhale, open it up. And exhale to close. Good, inhale to open. Exhale to close. Beautiful. Now, let's get a little bit more fluid here. Okay, so we can take the feet back to 45 degrees and just sway a bit from side to side. All right, and I want you to, when you bend into a knee, take your opposite arm. So I'm bending into my left knee, take my right arm and reaching it across. Your eyes can follow the movement of the hands, or you can look straight ahead. All right, we'll take the hands, we'll go up a little bit higher, working through the side lines of the body. All right, you can take this slower or faster, just however it feels good for you. All right, we'll take it back to the midline, and we'll get low with it. All right, sitting into the hips a little bit more. Let's take it back up to the midline. Beautiful. Let's take our hands to our heart here. We're going to do prayer squats. All right, sit into it, feel your strength. Maybe you shorten the stance a little bit. Find a way that feels good for you. Take it just a little bit of a bounce, work to open up the inner hips again. All right. Then with the hands of the heart, we're going to inhale, straighten the legs, sweep them up. And exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, straighten, sweep it up, nice range of motion, get real tall. And exhale, sit into the heart. Now I want you to straighten the legs, sweep up, gather all the positive intentions that you've ever set, gather up all that positivity, bring it together, and take it to the heart space. For 1 more time. Good, straighten, sweep up, gather the energy in your space. And then draw it in. Beautiful. Good, now let's straighten the arms, turn those front toes in, the feet are nice and parallel, inhale. And then exhale, hinge over, pressing into the toes, diving down. Maybe you take your hands to the back edge of the mat. Maybe you take them to your ankles. Maybe you widen your stance a bit. All right. Let's take the left hand to the mat, left fingertips down. Reach the right hand up to the sky. If you want to place your left hand on a block, go for it. Draw the hips in, press the hips back. And then switch. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. And switch. Yes, and switch. Good, and take the hands down. Go ahead and walk them over to your front foot, which is going to be your right foot. All right. With the hands inside the foot, take a moment in lizard. All right, maybe you reach your right hand back, rocking to the left. Let this front knee rock open. Now let's take the hand back. Let's step the front foot back, either on the knees or to a plank pose. Inhale. And exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, come forward to cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take the other side. Inhale, your left foot up high. And exhale, step it up in between your hands. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. And again, we're going to use the front forearm as leverage here. So press that front forearm into the thigh, windmill that arm open to warrior two. And I'm going to about face again so you guys can see me. All right, sweet. So warrior two, front thigh externally rotating, square the hips towards square the shoulders towards the long edge of the mat. And then just find what feels good for you. All right, this yoga is about you feeling good. So no pressure to have a perfect form. All right. Let's rock it a bit forward and backward. Let's come forward to a side angle here. Reach that top arm in line with your back leg. Let's come back up to warrior two. Find it. Flip your front palm, reverse it. Back hand slides down the back leg or wraps behind the back. Gaze up at those fingertips. We're going to take this with the breath again. So inhale, exhale to the side angle. Inhale to reverse. We don't need to come to the full expression. Just get this alternating movement. Exhaling forward. Inhaling to the reverse. Let's take 3 more. Nice, deep, slow breath cycle. Feeling the support in your feet. Nice, strong warrior foundation. Let's do 1 more. Let's come to that warrior two shape here. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms together, gaze up. Exhale back to the lunge. Keep the knee from going too far past the ankle. Maybe you widen your stance. Inhale, straighten it up. And exhale, get long and reach. Beautiful. Let's do 3 more. Good. Last one. And then reach the arms up, turn your front toes in. We're going to go for the bind this time. So take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, hug your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rock back, press the belly forward. With the exhale, dive down, take the hands high. If you like the bind, you can keep the bind. If not, you can let it go. Keep the hands rising high, relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Good, and releasing the hands to the mat. Walk your hands over to the right foot, long through the shoulders. And then walk them over to the left foot, spin towards that foot, bend the front knee, lower your back knee. Come to lizard. Let's take a few breaths here. All right, maybe you take your left hand overhead and behind your back, rock to your right side a bit, let the front knee come out. All right, let's set that front foot back. Come to a plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, shift it forward. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's come on down to our forearms. All right. Walk the feet in to dolphin pose, right? Hug your chest to your thighs. All right, and if it's in your practice, only if it's in your practice, you can kick up into a forearm stand with me. There we go. Very good. And float the feet down nice and gently. Let's take a knees together child's pose. Taking the arms back to your side, lowering the forehead for 3 breaths. Good. Let's shift it forward here. Come to a cobra pose. Tuck the toes. And press to a down dog. All right. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. With the exhale, walk, step, or press and float. Halfway lift. And a fold. And root to rise. Sweep up the spine. Take it high. And take the hands to the sides. We're going to come to a tree pose. So stand nice and firm on the right foot. Grow those roots down through the right foot. Take the left foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. All right. Bring the hands to the heart, finding your drishti, your point of focus. And grow the branches. It's so important to work with balancing the body to help balance the mind. And you can find a nice, still, stable pose or play with your sense of balance. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower the foot and sweep the arms down. Let's take ragdoll again for 2 breaths. Tilt the tailbone up. Get the head below the heart, below the hips. Good. Take the hands to the thighs. Halfway lift. Nice flat back. Fold. And then rise up again. Urdhva Hastasana. Yes. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You guys have been doing really great. Just sweep the arms. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, let's do tree on the other side. So root into the left foot here. Send those roots down through the soil and the dirt and the roots. Your roots joining in with the other roots that are rooting through the ground. Take your right foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. All right, take the hands to the heart. Press them together to open the chest. Open through the hips. And grow your branches. Challenge to gaze up. Good. Inhale, reach up, lower the foot down. And this time we're just going to shake it out. Just shake the arms, shake the wrists, shake the wrists. All right, find a nice foundation in the feet. Shake the shoulders from side to side. Bring the hips into it too. All right, take one leg, take the other leg. Come up to the top of the mat here. Bounce on the balls of the feet. Bounce the hips, bounce the shoulders. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and come down to a seated pose. You can just cross your feet, take the hands down. All right, and let's take the right foot in to the left thigh. Take that left foot out nice and long. Let me turn to face you guys. All right. Now we're going to take the left hand. Let's start reaching up the left hand nice and high. And take the left hand to the toes. All right. And right hand can reach up and overhead. Grounding down through the sits bones, reaching the right hand up nice and high. If this left hand just comes to the ankle, maybe underneath of the calf, that's good too. Work to lengthen through the spine for 2 more breaths. All right. Now, take the right hand behind you. Press the right hand down. Press your hips up. Good. So you're on the front foot, on that front knee. For another breath. One more time. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, press the hips up high. Stargazer pose. Good. Let's lower it down. Let's switch here. Reach the right foot out. Left foot in. Inhale the right hand nice and high. Exhale, take it towards the foot. Maybe take the toes, maybe just take it down to the foot somewhere. All right. Press the tailbone down, reach the left hand up nice and high. For 2 breaths. Good, then take the left hand behind you. Press down. We're going to come to the front foot, come to the front knee here. Press the hips up high for a couple breaths. Good, and float the hips down. Again, with an inhale, press the hips up, reach up high. Let the head rock back, stargazer. Good. Let's lower it down. Let's go ahead and come down onto our back. All right, let's take a reclined pigeon here. Taking the left ankle on top of the right thigh. If you want to come onto your front body, to do pigeon on the front body, go for it. For 3 more breaths. Good, and then let's switch. Interlace the hands with the opposite grip. Maybe you flex through those toes. Good, let's lower it down. Let's take a bridge pose. So let's take the feet flat, press the feet down, raise the hips up, interlace the hands, press the arms down to get the belly high. For 3 breaths. Good, release the hands, soften the chest, roll down the spine, and rock the knees left and right, windshield wipers. Somehow this really strange song snuck onto my playlist. Let me just edit that out real quick there. All right, so yogi's choice here. You can take a couple more bridges, back bends if you like, legs up the wall. Maybe you take a block underneath of your sacrum, take the legs straight up. All right, if it's in your practice and you can do so safely, go ahead and join me in a shoulder stand. We're just going to support the lower back and take the weight into the shoulders and the hips, pointing through the toes. Reverse process, this play button type shape here with the hips well in front of the chest, okay? Take a few more breaths wherever you're at, nice and smooth. If you want to come back to plow pose or deaf man's pose, go for it. And nice and smooth, using your hands to help you vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering it down. I'm going to take the feet out nice and long for plow pose. Draw the elbows in, take the hands under your seat, and press the chest up nice and high. Nice and active counter stretch. Good, and then softening the chest down, releasing the hands. All right, let's take the knees in. Let's hold the knees just vertical of the hips. Let the lower back soften and relax. Let's take the knees in some circles here. Drawing a circle on the sky and switching directions. Good, let's take the knees, let's rock them over to the right side here. Take the arms out wide, gaze over your left. All variations, modifications welcome as you breathe deeply. Good, and taking the knees into center. Pausing for a moment. And with an exhale, rock them over to the other side. For 2 more deep breaths. Good, and bringing your knees back to center. All right, let's hold on behind the knees. Maybe you take hold of the ankles or the soles of the feet for child's pose, rocking back and forth or side to side. Good, and then let's take the feet down flat. Take the feet wide, knock the knees together. Right, maybe you bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees wide for bound angle pose. Then coming to a full shavasana, taking the legs straight out, palms face up, take up some space. Let the shoulders draw away from each other, the hips draw apart. Begin to come to that place of stillness. Relaxing through the body, following the breath. And beginning to take deeper, longer inhales. And expanding the lungs completely in 3 dimensions. And sighing out one by one, wiggling the tips of the fingers. Taking some movements with the palms and the toes. The wrists and the ankles. The arms and the legs as you reach up overhead, point through the fingers and the toes. Inhale. And exhale, bring the elbows in. Bring the knees in. Holding behind the shins and swaying side to side. And rocking over to one side for a breath. A seated pose. Let's take a few moments here just to notice how we feel after this yoga practice. Watching the breath and returning to the intention from the beginning of class. Let's bring the hands to the heart, exhaling fully. Let's take one breath together, breathing in and sharing the exhale. The light in me honors the light in you, yoga friends. Thank you so much. Namaste. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for a bit more of a vigorous practice, similar style. I hope to see you then. Yoga with Lucas on Facebook. Please check me out. Big props to the channel, WBG. Thank you so much. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.